Da boss. Da boss. Yeah, da boss. Da boss. Da boss. Well, the Chicago Bulls, according to information I'm seeing, had the longest winning streak as far as a TNT Thursday game, as far as home teams being shown in the history of TNT. They had won 17 consecutive home games aired on Thursdays on TNT, which is a very specific and unimportant statistic in my opinion, but apparently it's a streak. And this streak looked to be in serious jeopardy heading to tonight's game. Of course, this is the first full game that this team has played. I think it's the first full game. Might be wrong about that. But I think this is the first full game that they've played since they've lost Kevin Durant. And you could see it tonight. But Chicago, basketball is about injuries, you know. One of the reasons why I'm so hard on Warriors fans and Warriors is because I remember actually cheering for the Warriors back in 2015 when they won the title because I like parity. And you got to remember, at that particular time, that was the first time the Warriors had been to the finals in 40 years. So I was actually rooting for them. But what turned me off about the Warriors was their fan base, in particular the fake fans that they started garnering, and not the real fans. Because I remember on my channel there were actual Warrior fans commenting on the videos before the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe Casey. I haven't seen Casey comment in a while, but he's an actual Warriors fan. But anyway, I remember being irritated at people who were dismissing the fact that the Cavaliers were without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving for that series, right? So when Curry went down, these hypocrites kept whining and complaining about, oh, well, Curry's not 100%. He's only 70%. He was still, Steve Kerr said that. You know. So you guys are hypocrites. That's why when they have injuries, well, I do feel sorry for Kevin Durant to an extent. But another way I don't, because he's a multimillionaire. But, you know, it's karma for these guys. But anyway, the Chicago Bulls were able to effectively defend the two primary scorers for the Warriors. And I say two because that's Thompson and Curry. Because Mr. Big Mouth, Draymond Green, who thinks that he's as good as Paul Pierce, why didn't he step up and score more than 12 points? Since he's, says he's a superstar, okay? Well, that club is missing 26 points per game, and the best scorer in the league. Why didn't you step up? Because you can't. You're a system player. But Jimmy Butler helped to slow down Klay Thompson. I think Klay had a very bad shooting night tonight. And, matter of fact, I saw the statistics. He was only 5 of 22 shooting tonight. And he and Curry together were 15 of 49 from the field. Only 3 of 22 on three-pointers. Curry's not getting the same looks that he was getting last year. Okay, he's not getting the same looks. He's going to have to adjust. He's going to have to work harder for his shots. It's becoming too easy. This is the thing. The Warriors, this is why everybody kind of hates the Warriors, because they're like a team that has too much of a good thing. So now they're like a normal team now with two primary scorers. So the Warriors are beatable right now. If they don't improve their play and make adjustments, they're a very beatable team. But the Chicago Bulls had balanced scoring led by Jimmy Butler. Okay. I'm hearing some rumors that the Chicago Bulls are going to blow this team up after this season. They're going to get rid of. I can't confirm any of this, but I've heard that they're going to get rid of Dwayne Wade. They're going to trade Jimmy Butler. Maybe like some type of draft day trade or something like that. They're going to blow this team up. And I think that's a mistake. I really do. I think that you don't get rid of Jimmy Butler. Okay, I think if they get rid of Jimmy Butler, they're going to lose some fans. Okay, I'm never going to stop being a fan of the Bulls, but I'm really getting tired of this current ownership because Jerry Reinsdorf and whomever his lackey was, they hastened the demise of the Bulls. Okay, that team could have won at least one more title. Okay, I think they could have won at least one more title. Michael didn't want to retire, which is why he came back to the Wizards years later. He didn't want to retire. He was forced into retirement. Ever since then, I've always hated Reinsdorf and Krause, and now it's just Reinsdorf. But it's just a culture, But I don't think they should give up on this team quite yet, man. Let go of Wade. Okay, let go of some other guys. But Jimmy Butler is the heart and soul of this Bulls team, all right? And he worked his way into becoming what he's become. You don't fucking give up a player like that. What the fuck is wrong with this team? I don't know, man. Right now, speaking as a fan, if that's true. But Chicago improves to 31-30, so they have a winning record right now. Golden State drops to 50-11. They only shot 39% from the floor. They didn't look good. And I have to say this, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. They're in danger of losing the best overall record. If Durant is out indeed 4 to 6 weeks, that's the duration of the regular season. If Golden State starts to flounder, if they're not playing well, hey, momentum is everything. If they're not playing well going into the playoffs, you don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to end up you don't want to join the ranks of the 2007 Mavericks or the 94 Seattle Supersonics. I don't like including the 99 Heat because that wasn't really a first seed against the eighth seed. You know what I mean? I mean, it was, but that was a 50-game season. But you don't want to join the ranks of being these teams that just get blitzkrieged in the first round by a team that you should be beating. Talent is everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just play a team at the wrong time. That Mavericks team was not, that Warriors team in 2007 was not better than that Mavericks team. They just played better. And their athleticism just overwhelmed the Mavericks. And they wanted it. And they just took it to that team. But the Warriors aren't in trouble. But I would be a little bit concerned about certain things. As far as Chicago's concerned, they're not going to win the title this year. Okay, that's a given. But I think you should try to finish the season out on a good note. Get a playoff berth. See what happens in the postseason. If you go further than anticipated, I think that probably lessens the chance of them blowing this team up. But I definitely don't think they should get rid of Jimmy Butler, man. If that's true, then Jerry Reinsdorf is a fucking imbecile as an owner. He's stupid. He's stupid because it shouldn't have taken this long. You try to tell me, Jerry Reinsdorf used to say, well, really Jerry Krause, but I think it was through extension from Reinsdorf as well, that ownership won those championships, right? They never really gave Jordan and Pippen and all those guys the credit, and Phil Jackson the credit they deserve, right? So if it's ownership that, a management that made those championships and brought the winning tradition, then why hasn't it come this same winning championship, culture and the winning seasons that we see with the Spurs year in and year out. Why haven't we seen that since Michael Jordan hit that shot in Utah? Why is it ever since then it's been losing after losing after losing? And even the couple of years where we were winning, it was disappointing ends to those seasons. Derrick Rose isn't even in Chicago anymore. And, I'm hearing that they're talking about trading Jimmy Butler come draft day. This is ridiculous, man. Tell me what you guys think.